The 2016 Ghostbusters film is, without question, one of the worst sequel reboots you'll ever see. This is honestly a slap to the face of the franchise. And the mere fact that this movie is largely unfunny just didn't help matters at all. If you've never seen this film, stay away from this dumpster fire by all means necessary. Man, where did I even begin with this mess of a film? This movie tries to retell the same origins of the original film. It has three friends getting together to discuss some business. And from there, I guess I stopped caring about the film because I largely just didn't know what the hell was going on. I tried to follow the movie, and all I saw was bad acting, bad storytelling, and some bad music. I hate the fact they remade that classic Ghostbusters film song. And to make matters even more complicated, they really tried to put in comedy in this film, and I might have laughed maybe once or twice. There are no exceptions to why this film was made. I think the cast was not that great. Yeah, Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig, Chris Hemsworth. And once again, when has he ever been in a film that wasn't Marvel related? It actually was well liked by a lot of people. I don't know what happened with this movie. They tried something new here. The all-female cast. It didn't bother me really all that much. But I felt like this film was woke. They tried to put some, I guess you could say, feminism in this film. And to me, it just doesn't work at all. And what made matters even worse, Paul Feig, the guy who's directed TV shows such as Freaks and Geeks, The Office, and an episode of Mad Men. I don't know what happened. He directed those great shows. And I don't know, this movie is just a disaster. This movie was largely unfunny to me as well. Throughout the entire runtime of this film, I probably laughed only once. The jokes fell flat, the dialogue was bad, and the all-female cast, like I said before, was an issue. Wouldn't have a problem with it if they put some diversity here, but clearly they tried to appeal to a new audience. And for people who watched this franchise growing up, this is just an insult to everyone who loved the first two films. And I also must point out Ivan Reitman had produced this film. That's right, the same director who did the first two Ghostbusters films had a hand in this movie. I don't know why the hell he did that. He should have just read the script and says, I don't want to be a part of it. And as well, the acting is pretty horrible, the music's bad, and the action is nothing to write home about either. One bright spot I'd probably say about this film is that some of the special effects look decent enough. But I can't excuse how terrible and horrendous this film really is. A lot of people that I've spoken to over the years, they generally hate this film because it's a slap to the face to what the franchise did in the first two movies. One thing I do admit though is that I wish this film probably could have been better, but it wasn't. It's just horrible. Once again, don't ever watch this movie if you've never seen it. I'm giving this film a 4 out of 10. That rating is well deserved for this movie. This movie is horrible. There's terrible acting. The story tries to be, well, it's not new. It tries to rip off the original Ghostbusters film. And not only that, this movie clearly has story pacing issues. A lot of dialogue is horrendous, and I just generally did not like the leads in this movie. Melissa McCarthy is just a nightmare in this film. I'm not saying she's a bad actress, but clearly she was never meant to be in a Ghostbusters movie. Neither much of the other cast. They ain't bringing anything that was worthy or worthwhile. Even Chris Hemsworth was mediocre in this film. Seriously, I think that guy should just stick to Marvel movies because that seems to be his forte. He don't seem to be great in the other films I've seen of him. I don't know why they thought this was a good idea to make a Ghostbusters film like this. They should have just tried to get the remaining cast from the original movies and bring them back for the third film, but no, they had to be money hungry and produce this shitty film. I don't care for this film. I don't really ever, well, let's just say I never ever want to watch this movie ever again because it is a nightmare. And that's my review of the 2016 Ghostbusters film. Alright, leave your comments down below in this section and let me know what you think about this movie. Do you hate it? Do you think it's like one of the worst sequel reboots of all time? And also, do you wish they would have went in a different direction? And I certainly, in my opinion, wish they would have went in a completely different direction, but not like this. This movie is a travesty to the Ghostbusters franchise. It should have never been made. It should have never existed. If they was going to do a third film, try to get the remaining cast members from the original films for a third movie. But no, we got this horrible ass film. I don't care for this film, like I said beforehand. But there's one bright spot, Ghostbusters Afterlife, which comes out this summer. That could be a interesting movie. We just have to wait and see. Okay, this is Slim Guy 172 saying, peace out.